Hey guys, welcome back to another Tech Support Spy video. Thank you for joining me and thank you for watching the video. As always, we are wishing those who are watching this video good positivity. Hope all is well with everyone who is watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this video and hope all is well. You're probably wondering, okay, this guy doesn't have the Tech Support Spy hat on. What's going on? No Tech Support Spy hat at all. Just nothing. Decided not to wear the hat this time. Just show you my whole face, no hat, you know. To those who have seen the movie Boomerang, I'm giving you my Mac Daddy vibe here, man. Right? Bad jokes, as always, on this channel. So with this video, we're going to get into just a little bit of, not too deep into troubleshooting, but kind of give those who like to troubleshoot their computer, whether you are a gamer, whether you are a PC builder, or whether you're just a regular PC user and you want to find out more information about your computer. This technique or this command for Windows that we'll talk about in this video, I use it all the time. If I'm troubleshooting a motherboard, or I'm troubleshooting a Dell or an HP computer, and I want to know at least some information about that computer, whether it's what RAM it has, or the main thing that I look for is what BIOS version that computer has, or that motherboard has. And you know, I'm not going to dive into the video here as far as what the BIOS is, the basic input-output system, but the BIOS is definitely something that all Windows computers uses. It's something that allows for the computer to understand what the configuration is for that particular system. And sometimes, and for you gamers and you PC builders and you PC troubleshooters, some of you may know this, some of you may not, but as you troubleshoot a system, whether it's a custom built PC, a laptop, a Dell computer, or HP computer, after you go through your troubleshooting steps, usually the last step to try to fix and troubleshoot your computer is updating your BIOS. You can always update the BIOS off the Dell's website if it's a Dell computer. Always update the BIOS off the HP website for that particular computer, desktop or laptop, and just download and update the BIOS. And hopefully, updating your BIOS may fix your issue. This command we're going to talk about is going to show you how to look up what BIOS version that you have. And that's basically what I use this command for. It's called the MSINFO32 command, or the Microsoft System Information command. It gives you information about your computer, your RAM. It gives you information about the software you're using. It gives you other detailed information that we won't get into in this video. But we're going to at least talk about just a little bit about the Microsoft System Information command and how it can show you what BIOS version you're on and what memory you have. We'll kind of just, high level look at it a little bit. And hopefully this here can give you guys an understanding. Hey, if you're troubleshooting your computer and you feel you may need to update the BIOS and you don't know what BIOS version you're on, this is where you can find out what BIOS version that you're on. So this video is a little bit advanced, especially for those PC users who are gamers, or PC users who are building PCs and have some IT technical knowledge about PCs, but don't know much about, the BIOS or how to find out what BIOS version you're on. This video is going to help you guys out. Do I got a joke? I got no joke. I can't think of them. I'm running out of all jokes to talk about and to make you guys laugh and entertained. I could be like, knock, knock. Who's there? BIOS. BIOS who? Basic input-output system is here. Right? That was horrible. That was probably the worst joke I've ever told in one of my Tech Support Spy videos. I do want to mention this. You're probably wondering, why do I have all these different Google reviews around me? And these Google reviews are actual reviews from customers that Tech Support Spy has helped out. Again, Tech Support Spy is here for those who are non-tech savvy. We're here to help you become tech savvy. We do a lot of one-on-one training, just dedicated trainings via Zoom. We also give you notes. You will see me give you notes in this video, trying to give you guys and our viewers understanding how Tech Support Spy operates. We also do tech support. We also do local computer repairs within our area. But our tech support and our one-on-one computer trainings nationwide. I don't know which way I was going with that, but you get the gist of it. We are nationwide when it comes to doing one-on-one computer training. So definitely consider us to help you become tech savvy, whether you want to learn Google Docs, you want to learn how to maneuver around your Gmail. If you don't know how to maneuver around your Gmail and look at your emails, if you want to have, or even if you want to learn more about troubleshooting, you PC users that this video is mainly for, that know more about PCs and how to troubleshoot PCs, but you don't know how to find out what BIOS you're using. You want to learn more about how to troubleshoot PCs, definitely get in contact with TekSupportSpy. The first session is free, so you can see how we teach. And of course, if you want more sessions, then it's fee-based. Yeah, I have no more jokes for you. Just nothing. Waka, waka, waka! Let's dive into the video, shall we? All right, guys, let's dive into this. So I was trying to debate if I'm gonna still keep my face here on this document. And I said, you know what? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving. Hopefully you guys liked me sitting here in my little, green screen silhouette over top of the Word document. Leave us a comment, like and subscribe to TekSupportSpy. Tell everyone about us. Tell your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your auntie, your uncle, anyone who you think is non-tech savvy that we can help out. Tell them about TekSupportSpy. So, MSINFO32. One of these things that the Microsoft Windows operating system uses is a command that gives you all the information that has about your computer. So again, it's MSINFO32. It's the Microsoft system information. It displays information about your Windows computer hardware, system components, and software. It's been around for a while. It's been around since Windows NT, which I think Windows NT came out either 1996 or 1997. If you know when Windows NT came out, please comment below when Windows NT came out. I Googled it, and I can't remember what year it came out. I want to say it's 96 or 97. And I think Windows NT came out before Windows 98. Anybody remember Windows 98? If you was obviously born after 1998, you probably don't remember what Windows 98 was. But for those of you that were like 11 in 1998, you probably started using Windows 98 when you were like 13, 14, 15 there in high school or middle school. So, but MSINFO32 was around since Windows NT. And again, basically it shows you information about your computer, right? So here is a screenshot. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Let me get in closer for you. Let me show you something. Shout out to In Living Color and Fire Marshal Bell. See here, it gives you information, and I'll show you how to navigate and get to it. But it shows you what OS you have. It shows you what operating system that you have. The OS, or the operating system that you have. It shows you what the system name is, if you give it a certain name or username for the computer, what the computer name is. Yes, I name mine DP Tech. What model? This is information here that if you need to know what type of system you have, what type of computer, whether you have an HP or Dell Inspiron, MSINFO32 will have that information. So you can find out what model of computer that you have. So if you need to Google and search information about the computer that you have online, if you don't know specifically what computer you have, if you can't identify it actually on the computer, then go to MSINFO32 and you'll be able to see what system model that you have, right? Has information about your processor. And this here under BIOS version date for you computer geeks that are familiar with troubleshooting PCs and you gamers and you know that you have exhausted all your troubleshooting to fix your issue. And now you know you need to do your BIOS update, but you don't know what BIOS version you're on. And you use the MSINFO32 command to show this box here, right? This shows you the version you're on. Shows you the version, shows you the date, right? And some of you may have your custom build. You may have like America or American Trends, something, 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 and a BIOS version and a date. How to find your BIOS, and I won't dive deep into this. I'll make another video on motherboard BIOS here later. But you can always go to your motherboard's manufacturer site. Just Google what the make and model your board is and add in drivers at the end of your search. You'll see the link. Go to your link and go to BIOS and see what BIOS version that is the latest, right? And match it with your MSINFO32 BIOS version. If it doesn't match the BIOS version or the date with what the most recent date is of the BIOS for your motherboard, if you're troubleshooting, you might need to update that BIOS. Same thing with Dell. If you know that you need to update your Dell PC's BIOS or your HP BIOS, when you go to the manufacturer site for that HP or that Dell or that MSI, whatever laptop or computer that you have, when you go to the website and you go into drivers and BIOS and you see the BIOS version, if the BIOS version is not matching the same date and version that you have in MSINFO32, you're outdated. So potentially, to fix your issue, whatever you're troubleshooting, whatever the issue may be, and you've exhausted all of your troubleshooting from a software perspective, then try to update your BIOS. And once you update your BIOS, whether it's a custom built PC, whether it's a Dell, whether it's an HP, whether it's an MSI, laptop, desktop, whatever it may be, once you're on the manufacturer's website for that computer or that motherboard, once you update your BIOS, if the BIOS does not clear up your issue, then you've pretty much exhausted all of your avenues to fix your issue from a software perspective. You might have a hardware issue. Be aware that updating a BIOS for a pre-built, for a Dell or a HP or MSI laptop or desktop is different from updating your BIOS on a motherboard. So make sure that when you do an update for the BIOS, you want to research how to do it, because a motherboard BIOS update, you got to put the BIOS file into a flash drive and go into the BIOS and do the flash or the update there. Dell computers, you normally could just download the BIOS and Dell will automatically update the BIOS for you. HP, you download the executable file, HP will automatically update the BIOS for you. MSI or Asus's, any other type of computers, sometimes they may have an automatic Windows update. Sometimes you may have to also download the file and go into the BIOS and update the BIOS within the BIOS itself. So definitely research how to update the BIOS for your particular computer that you need to update the BIOS for. A little more information here that it may show you. Again, it shows you, sometimes too, you may find out what motherboard you may have. What's your base board? What's your system board? Obviously, for this HP, it's an HP, it's a 887C. You can also sometimes find out what motherboard you have. For your custom built PC users, you can use the MSINFO32 command and find out what motherboard you have in your custom built PC. So if you've gathered parts and don't remember, or somebody built a PC for you and gave you a custom built PC and you do not know the motherboard for that custom built PC, use this MSINFO32 command to find out what motherboard you have installed in your custom built PC. All right. I hope you've learned something with this. Again, this is the MSINFO32 command, the Microsoft System Information command. It's supposed to show you information about your PC. Let's talk about the navigation. The first navigation is going to be right-click on the Start menu. You're going to choose the Run box, and then you're going to type in MSINFO32. And then the other alternative navigation is just use the Microsoft key. Just choose the Microsoft key plus R, right? Just do the Microsoft key plus R at the same time. It opens up the Run box, and you can type in MSINFO32. So let's dive into showing you those two ways of opening up the Microsoft System Information box. All you got to do is type in the MSINFO32, and the box show up. Let's show you how to do that. All right, let's take a look at this. So the first navigation was to look at the start menu. Obviously, this is Windows 11. You can do the same thing on Windows 10. Still on Windows 8, I would recommend to get off Windows 8, at least go to Windows 10. You have until 2025 to use Windows 10 until when Microsoft stops supporting and updating Windows 10. If you're on Windows 7, definitely get off of Windows 7 and get on to Windows 10. But any Windows computer, remember the start menu, right? Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 8, Windows 7. It's going to always be that 4 squared window pane for Microsoft. That's always going to be your start menu. So, let's follow me on how to bring up the run box to type in the MSINFO32 command. So you want to go down to the start menu, right? You want to right click on it and then go ahead and left click on the run box. And then I already have it typed in. Let's go ahead and type in MSINFO32. So in letters, M as in Mary, S as in Sam, I as in Igloo, N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, O as in Oreo, 32. And you can either hit enter or you hit OK. Voila. The system information box comes up. We kind of already talked about some of these things here. That's part of the MSINFO32 or system information box for Microsoft Windows. Again, we're not going to go into the hardware resources components. Again, I can spend hours in explaining this, but we want to focus just solely on the system information. Again, we've kind of gone through what all of the information that's shared here in your system summary. And again, for those who are troubleshooting their computer, and if you're working with somebody that is asking you, well, what kind of computer do you have? What's your system? And you don't know what your computer is or what your system model is. Remember, you can always go through the system information or the MSINFO32 command and pull it up, go into your system summary. You can see what model that you have, and you can always tell the person that's helping you troubleshoot, hey, I have a HP laptop 14 F as in Frank Q1XXX. And hopefully that person that you're working with is more familiar with how to use that information to find out what model that you have. If you need to give the serial number of what computer that you have, whether it's a laptop or a desktop, you can always either flip over the laptop and see the barcode and should have a serial number, or you can always look on the back or the sides of your desktop HP computer or Dell computer. Well, your Dell is different. Dell has service tag, but try to find your serial number on your computer if the person you're working with is trying to understand what computer you have. If you don't know it, give them the serial number. Hopefully that tech support person that you're working with knows to take that serial number and go to the manufacturer's website to pull it up to find out what make and model of computer that you have that he needs to help you troubleshoot. So again, let's go back over this. Again, we went back down to the start menu. Remember, the start menu is the 4 squared window for Microsoft. That is your start menu. So you want to right click and then go up to run, left click on run, type in MSINFO32, and the system information box opens up. And again, the other option or the other method that you can choose to open up the run box to type in MSINFO32 is to look on your keyboard, hold down the Microsoft key. It's loosely next to the Alt key on the left side of your keyboard. Hold that down and then press the letter R. The run box comes up. If you don't have MSINFO32 already stored there in the run box, go ahead and type in MSINFO32, hit enter or OK. And again, the system information or MSINFO32 information comes up and allows for you to view that system summary of your computer. So I hope this helped you. I hope anyone that's watching this video, whether you are an advanced PC user or troubleshooter, hope this helps you understand more about the MSINFO32 command and the system information. If you are non-tech savvy, this is something I think that can help you out. Remember, you can use this to just find out basic information. about your computer, what operating system, what processor, what RAM you have, what motherboard you have, your baseboard, what system model you have. So remember, you can use this to kind of give you some basic information about this computer. So I hope this helped you. Again, Tech Support Spy is here to help the non-tech savvy. So please, please, please help this channel grow. Share this video with others. Tell your aunt, your uncle, your grandmother, your grandfather, your goldfish, your uncle dog. That was supposed to be funny, but it probably was not funny. Anyway, tell everybody about Tech Support Spy, and definitely subscribe to this channel. Comment below. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us if you like our content. Definitely go to TekSupportSpy, TekSupportSpy.com. Take a look at some of the training services that we have available for one-on-one sessions with those who are non-tech savvy. And definitely tell people about Tech Support Spy. Help this channel grow. And I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. And as always, I'm kind of stuttering a little bit. As always, thank you for watching. And thank you for watching Tech Support Spy.